Good morning. Welcome to your 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. Seeing some windy conditions out there this morning. We are currently in a wind advisory and seeing wind gusts up to 32 knots. We do have some more sunshine out there at the moment, with temperatures still holding in the 60s, but do expect things to start to cool down as we go through the day today. If we take a look at the current surface analysis, we have that boundary that has pushed through the area. Behind it, some cooler and drier air, and expecting cooler conditions over the next 24 to 48 hours, with another chance of precip moving into the area later tomorrow. If we look at the upper level winds from this morning's sounding, we have westerly winds pretty much through the entire column. We have a peak wind of 99 knots at 9,000 feet and another peak of 99 at 25,000 feet, with the freezing level at 11,200 feet. Looking at the current visible satellite, we can see still some clouds in the area, mainly just high clouds, otherwise that breezy northwesterly wind across the region, with temperatures still holding in the upper 50s and lower 60s locally here at Wallops. If we look at a short-term high-resolution model, see how things play out. Expecting dry conditions to continue through the rest of the day, with that breeze continuing. As we get into the evening, we'll see that breeze taper off a bit, but continuing dry conditions with mainly high clouds around, and then another disturbance will be moving into the region to the south of the local area. That will bring another round of precip into the area as we get into the second portion of the day on Saturday. As you can see here, could be enough cold air in place to support a few flurries mixing in as that precip starts. Should see that quickly transition to an all rain event as we get later in the day, with mainly rain and not expecting any snow accumulation at the moment. As we get into Saturday evening, we should see that start to push off the coast, with things drying out once again, setting up for a fairly nice Sunday, with more seasonable temperatures after a cooler Saturday. If we zoom out, look at the longer term forecast starting Sunday evening, we can see dry conditions for Sunday, and then we'll have another low pressure system tracking across the northern part of the country. That's going to lift a warm front into the area as we get into Monday. With that, we'll see some rain chances back in the forecast for the second portion of Monday. We could see a secondary area of low pressure developing over the mid-Atlantic region, so that's also going to bring some breezy conditions Monday evening into Tuesday morning. And then we should see that system start to depart the area as we go into the day on Tuesday, with things drying out and still keeping some mild temperatures around. And we'll see a few quiet days for the middle of the week as high pressure builds in over the area. And then a potential another wave starts to move into the area as we get into our day Thursday, bringing another chance of precip into the forecast for Thursday, possibly setting up for a pattern of some disturbed weather moving into next weekend. So if we look at a 24-hour weather risk chart for today, the main concern for today will be these windy conditions, expecting a wind advisory. We are red for those winds that are above 25 knots, expecting that to continue through most of the day until we get into the sunset time frame, where we'll see those winds start to taper down, but continuing out of the northwest and becoming a bit northerly to northeasterly as we get into the morning hours on Saturday. We'll see our high temperature this morning, likely where it's at the moment, and then we should see some cooler air start to move into the area as we get into the afternoon hours. We do have some brief sunshine coming in at the moment, and expecting that to stick around for a little bit before we see some high clouds start building in ahead of that next disturbance moving into the area overnight. So we'll keep the mainly high clouds around, and we'll see some mid and lower clouds moving in as we get into the day on Saturday. Expecting a colder evening this evening, with more seasonable temperatures slightly below normal, with a low around 29 degrees. Otherwise, tides are running slightly above normal at the moment. As we go into Saturday, expecting cloudy conditions and chilly weather, with a high just around 40 degrees, so cooler than average for this time of year. We'll have that good chance of scattered rain showers moving in as we get into the afternoon. Again, the chance of seeing some light snow mixing in early, but not expecting any accumulation with that. So we do have that orange risk for precip, as well as those reduced ceilings and visibilities. We'll keep those reduced ceilings and visibilities into the evening hours as well, with some low clouds likely hanging around, but otherwise mostly cloudy for our Saturday evening. Very slight chance of some lingering light rain early, but most of that should be moving out of here by that time frame. Otherwise, a seasonably cold evening with a low around 32. As we go into Sunday, things look to be a pretty good Sunday, on tap, as we have mostly cloudy skies early, then we'll see things becoming partly cloudy as we go through the day. We'll see seasonable temperatures with a high around 53 and otherwise green across the board for our weather risk. Looking at the extended forecast as we go into Monday, we'll see that next chance of rain moving into the area during the PM hours. So otherwise mostly cloudy to cloudy as we go through the day, and we'll see that about a 50% chance of rain at the moment, and we'll see a seasonable high, a couple degrees above average, around 54 degrees for our Monday. As we go into Tuesday, we'll see a mild low around 46 for Tuesday, and then a warmer day on Tuesday with a high around 62. Otherwise, starting off mostly cloudy, becoming partly cloudy, but we will see some breezy conditions earlier in the day on Tuesday. As we go into our Wednesday, we'll see fairly seasonable conditions with a low around 37 to start the day, and then seeing a high of 51. Overall, partly cloudy and nice day for Wednesday. And as we go into Thursday, we'll see chances of precip move back into the forecast, starting off mild with a low around 43 and staying mild through the day with a high around 59 for the day, and looking at about a 40% chance of showers as another disturbance moves through the area, and that will also likely bring some breezy conditions as well for Thursday. Well, that will wrap up the 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. We'll be back again Monday at 8:15 and 10 a.m. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day and enjoy your weekend.